In this video, we're going to take a closer look at byproducts within MES and Manufacturing Plus within Business Central. Byproducts are the secondary outputs produced during a manufacturing process. For example, scrap material, reusable offcuts, or co-products that can be repurposed or sold. Properly tracking byproducts ensures more accurate costings, better inventory control, and visibility into what is really coming out of your production process, not just the finished item. Let's start by taking a look at how byproducts are configured within Business Central. Firstly, to use byproducts, make sure that Allow Byproducts option is enabled in the MES setup screen. Unlike scrap, posting a byproduct actually creates the inventory in Business Central, meaning it can be used just like any other item. You set up byproducts in the MES byproduct screen. Here, you choose the byproducts item numbers, then create rules against finished items using filters. For example, you might want to select recyclable plastic to be posted into your inventory during the manufacturing process for injection moulding and ear speculum. This could be multiple byproducts for one production output, and all can be done using standard Business Central filters. Once this is set up, the byproducts button will appear on the output screen in Clever MES. Selecting the byproducts button in MES opens a list of valid byproducts for the finished item. The operator simply selects the item, enters the quantity, and then presses post to confirm the output. The details such as unit of measure will be taken directly from the item card. Posting byproducts will post stock to your selected location that you will see in Business Central. It will also create the item ledger entries just like the output of the finished item itself. When using Manufacturing Plus, there is another setup option to be aware of. The toggle needs to be enabled in the MES setup screen under the Output Screen Fast tab. When enabled, MES will now use the Manufacturing Plus production byproduct. On the production byproduct screen, we select New from the menu to create a new production byproduct. On this screen, under the General Fast tab, the number field will automatically populate if you have set up the number series for byproducts. If not, you can enter this manually. We then enter a description for the byproduct, and now from the line section we can select the items in BC that we want to set as a byproduct. We can assign the quantity per, the unit of measure, and assign a routing link code to the item. This can be multiple items that are a byproduct of your manufacturing process that you put back into your inventory on completion of the production order. Then, once we're happy, we set the status field in the General Fast tab to Certified in order for the production byproduct to work on the production orders. Now, when we go to Items and select our production item that we will be producing on the production order, we scroll down to the Replenishment Fast tab and you will see a new field called Production Byproduct Number. This is where we select the production byproduct we just created. Now this has been selected, when we have a planned or released production order with the item we want to produce, in the Lines section, click Line in the menu ribbon and you will see the button Byproducts is now available. Clicking this will open a new screen showing the list of byproducts that can be made associated with this production item. Back on the MES screen, the Byproducts button appears just as before with standard MES byproducts. It will list as before the byproducts associated with this production item. The operator selects which byproducts they have, input the quantities, and click Post. Unlike the standard MES byproducts, when using Manufacturing Plus, by default, the item information such as unit of measure is now taken from the production byproduct we set up earlier and not from the item card. Once the byproducts have been posted back on Business Central, if you go to the byproduct item, you will see it has now been added to the inventory. From the item ledger entry screen, you will now be able to see the item ledger entries from MES outputting the byproduct into stock. In summary, creating and managing production byproducts in Business Central involves setting up a byproduct, linking it to your production items, and processing it through MES. Once posted, the byproduct is automatically added back to your inventory for reuse, and you can easily track these entries in the item ledger entry screen. Thank you for watching, and for more detailed information and step-by-step guidance, all documentation is available on the Clever Docs website.